You're not walking into a courtroom anymore, you're logging in. Welcome to Divorce in the Digital Age, where one of the most emotional, life-changing hearings you'll ever face happens on a video call. There's no judge's bench looming over you, no intimidating courtroom silence. It's just you, your lawyer, your ex, and a webcam. And while that might sound easier, don't be fooled. One small mistake on screen, a bad internet connection, a thoughtless reaction, even what's in your background can completely change how the judge perceives you and your entire case. This isn't just about showing up. It's about showing up prepared, composed, and in control. So today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to prepare for your online divorce hearing, step by step. My goal is to help you look confident, stay calm, and ultimately, protect your future. This is Law Unwrapped, simplifying the law, empowering your future. Let's get started. First things first, step number 1 is to know the platform, not just the case. Your initial responsibility isn't just to understand the details of your divorce, it's to master the technology. Courts today use a variety of platforms like Zoom, WebEx, or their own official court portals. So, long before your hearing date, you need to do your homework. Test your microphone and your camera repeatedly. Make sure you know exactly how to mute and unmute yourself, how to share documents if needed, and how to properly rename yourself to display your full name for the record. On the day of the hearing, log in early. I recommend at least 15 minutes before the scheduled start time. This gives you a buffer to handle any last-minute technical glitches. Because trust me, when your connection drops, your credibility can drop right along with it. Here's a quick tip. Schedule a practice run. Have your lawyer or even a trusted friend simulate the real call with you. Go through the motions of joining the meeting, testing your audio, and getting comfortable with the interface. One practice session can make all the difference in calming your nerves and ensuring you're ready for the real thing. Alright, moving on to step 2. Dress and present yourself as if you were physically in court. Just because you're at home doesn't mean the standards of the courtroom have changed. This is a formal legal proceeding, and your appearance matters. You should dress exactly as you would if you were standing before the judge in person. That means no t-shirts, no hoodies, and definitely no pajamas, no matter how comfortable they are. Think business casual at a minimum, a collared shirt, a blouse, or a blazer. And pay attention to your background. It should be neutral and uncluttered. A blank wall, a bookshelf, or a simple office setting works best. Avoid distracting posters, messy rooms, or anything that looks unprofessional. The goal is to project an image of someone who is serious, respectful, and takes this process seriously. A calm, neutral appearance tells the court that you respect their time and the gravity of the situation. Remember, judges are trained observers. They notice everything: a subtle eye roll, a smirk, a whispered side comment to someone off camera. You have to treat your webcam like it's a witness stand, because in this new reality, that's exactly what it is. Every expression and every action is under scrutiny. This brings us to step 3. Control your environment. This is absolutely critical. Before the hearing begins, you need to eliminate every possible distraction. Silence your phone and put it out of reach. If you have pets, make sure they are in another room where they won't bark, meow, or wander into the frame. Close all other tabs and applications on your computer and turn off all notifications. The last thing you want is a social media alert popping up on your screen. And most importantly, make sure you are completely alone in the room. Why is this so crucial? Because if the judge sees or hears someone else whispering advice, feeding you answers, or prompting you, they might conclude that you're being improperly coached. This can severely damage your credibility and even lead to legal consequences. The court needs to know that the testimony they are hearing is yours and yours alone. Here's a pro tip for your setup. Lighting is key. If possible, position yourself facing a window to get natural light on your face. If that's not an option, use a lamp or a ring light to ensure your face is clearly visible and well lit. Avoid sitting with your back to a window, as this will turn you into a silhouette. A clear, well-lit image helps build trust and connection, even through a screen. Now for step 4. Prepare your documents digitally. In a traditional courtroom, you'd have binders of paper. Online, you need a digital version of that organization. Every single file, statement, or piece of evidence you might need, from bank statements to text message, screenshots, should be scanned, saved, and labeled with crystal clear file names. Don't just name them. Scan_123. Be specific. For example, Exhibit A 2024 bank statements.pdf or proposed custody schedule May 2025. Docs, organize them neatly in a folder on your desktop so you can find anything in an instant. Imagine this: the judge asks to see a specific financial document. If you can pull it up and share your screen in seconds, you look prepared, efficient, and professional. If you're fumbling around, audibly clicking through messy folders, you look disorganized and unprepared. This level of professional preparation can make a huge and positive impression on the court. Step 5 is about learning how to speak online. Communicating through a video call is different from talking in person. There can be audio delays, echoes, and other technical hiccups. To navigate this, you need to adapt your communication style. Use short, clear sentences. Speak in a calm, measured tone. And most importantly, never, ever interrupt. Wait for the judge and the other party to finish speaking completely before you begin. Pausing for a second or two before you answer is always a good idea. If something goes wrong with the technology, if your mic cuts out or you experience an echo, don't panic. Simply and politely address it. You can say something like, "Your Honor, my apologies. I believe the audio cut out for a moment. May I please repeat my last statement?" How you handle these minor technical issues speaks volumes. Staying polite, composed, and confident shows maturity and respect for the process. And remember this, online, your tone of voice often carries more weight than what's in your background. Next, step 6. Understand that there's limited privacy. Even though you're in your own home, an online court hearing is generally considered a public record, just like a traditional one. This means that, in many jurisdictions, transcripts of the hearing can be requested, and sometimes members of the public or press can be granted access to observe. So, conduct yourself accordingly. Be respectful at all times, especially when referring to your ex-spouse. Avoid personal insults, emotional outbursts, or venting your frustrations. Every single word you say is being recorded, and it could become a permanent part of the public record. You are not having a private conversation with your ex. You are speaking to the law. Frame every statement with that in mind. Finally, step 7. Know what judges now expect in this online setting. Having adapted to these virtual courtrooms, judges have developed new expectations. They are laser-focused on a few key things: professionalism, clarity, and respect for the procedure. They will take note of who shows up on time and who is late. They will notice who constantly interrupts and who waits their turn to speak. And they will absolutely see who looks prepared versus who looks like they just rolled out of bed. In short, your online behavior becomes a direct reflection of your credibility. And in 2025, in any divorce case, credibility is often the deciding factor when it comes to disputes over custody, financial support, and the division of property. Online divorce hearings might feel strange, impersonal, or even a bit awkward. But they have also made the justice system faster, more efficient, and more accessible for many people. The key is to embrace the format and prepare for it intelligently. If you follow these steps, stay calm, and treat the process with the respect it deserves, you can absolutely present your case effectively and achieve a positive outcome even from your own living room. Technology may have changed the courtroom, but preparation still wins the case. This has been Law Unwrapped. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more content that simplifies the law and empowers your future. See you in the next video.